Hi guys, it's Chris with After 5 Outdoors, and thanks for joining us on our second archery series video. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing with Grizzly Stik Bare Shaft Arrow Test Pack that I received in the mail the other day. So let's get the sucker open. I'm not going to lie, I opened it once to check the contents. And what I ordered with the Bare Shaft test kit, you get 2 bare shaft arrows, 2 inserts, 2 field tips, and I added glowing knocks to the back. Now I have to comment that Grizzly Stik customer service was extremely helpful in this process. When I placed my order online, it was actually for a 240 spine arrow and a 170 spine because I wanted to test both. I received an email from them pretty quickly that stated they wanted to talk to me because I was a first-time customer. When I called them, I talked to one of their techs. He explained to me that the 170 spine arrow is actually for a 78 pound to 80 pound draw weight. So what he suggested is that I actually order 2 240 spine arrows, one cut to a length that I'm pretty sure I'm going to need, and the other one left at full length so I could cut it myself and maybe play with weights as we test out some of this forward of center science. Now, this is the arrow that I had completely assembled. The reason I went with Grizzly Stik, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, is that the system is completely designed around the concepts of Dr. Ed Ashby. If you're not familiar with the Ashby Foundation, look them up. They have a YouTube channel. Also, the Ranch Fairy goes into great detail of all those concepts. And the goal is for much more efficiency in archery hunting. Now, some of those concepts include, with this design, a tapered arrow shaft, where it's actually bigger at the front, smaller at the back, so you have less drag as the arrow passes through your game. You have increased structural integrity with their designed insert-outserts, so you have less snapping or less chance of structural failure upon impact. And we're going to go a step further, and I'm actually going to use, in my complete arrow build, or plan to use, some fobs or fletching only better fletching for stabilization in the back. And to round off our complete arrow build, my goal is to have 650 grains total arrow weight with probably around a 200 grain single bevel broadhead in front. We'll see how it goes. So my overall first impression of these arrows, the fit and finish is very nice. You can feel the quality. Their arrows are actually manufactured in a Victory or by Victory Archery, who have their slick coating on the outside, which is another concept by Dr. Ed Ashby to decrease drag on pass-throughs. I have to say that I'm really excited to use these and test them out in bare shaft tuning. And something I did fail to mention is that the bare shaft tuning kit runs approximately $40 with an extra charge for the glow knocks, an extra charge for pre-cutting, and for hot melting in your insert outserts. But that $40, if you decide to order a dozen arrows, gets deducted from the cost of that 1 dozen arrow order. I'll also touch on the fact that in the arrow system, which you can see on their website, their insert outserts are a special system where you can buy brass weights that can be attached to the insert portion. So it actually increases your forward of center to whatever weight you want. They have arrow build kits that start at 650 grains. They have another arrow build kit at 950 grains. And they have one that they explain is for hippos and elephants at 1250 grains, full arrow build, which is pretty impressive. My goal, as I said, is 650 grains. According to their standards and their charts, 650 grains shot out of a 70-pound bow is more than enough to achieve a complete pass-through on any animal in North America. I'm very excited to start this project as we take you guys down the rabbit hole with us of a 650 grain high FOC arrow build. If you have any suggestions or tips in an arrow build like this, feel free to leave us a comment. We'll take what we can get. And as always, we hope you can get out and enjoy God's great outdoors. We'll see you on the next one.